Hey guys, this is a project that I'm kind of continuing from other projects. If you would like to check those out, they are on previous videos. But I kind of talked to you guys about the color wheel and also about what is called a value scale. And if we look at this right here, this is value, and value just means different intensities of color. Well, not necessarily intensities, but different like lights and darks. So for this project, I want to talk to you guys about complementary colors. Okay, so if we look at this right here, complementary colors are colors that if you look at the color wheel, if we had all of these other colors on here, it would be the opposite colors on the color wheel. So blue is here, on the opposite side of the color wheel is orange. If we look at this here, we've got blue here, orange, red and green, purple and yellow. Okay, so we're actually going to just draw something called an abstract art piece. An abstract just means it just looks a little bit weird. It might not necessarily depict anything, and depict means it doesn't have to look like anything. It's just really fun to do. So I'm going to choose complementary colors, and actually I'm going to choose blue and orange like you just saw on this, like we just talked about here. And right here you can see a lot of artists actually use complementary colors in their paintings to depict things or to show things. For this one, this artist is showing like a dock on a lake or an ocean, or sorry, like on the shore, and they're using blues and oranges, and it really just makes the eye, it's really pleasing to the eye. So artists do this a lot, and so we're going to practice doing that because we are artists. So I'm choosing orange and blue. Okay, I'll let you guys take a look at this for just a second so you can choose what colors you might want to use. You can also pause it if you need more time choosing those colors. Okay, and most complementary colors are a like a primary color and a secondary color. If you get into intermediate colors, they might be like a purple blue and a yellow green, which would be a complementary color, but we're kind of just looking at primary colors and secondary colors. Okay, so I'm choosing a primary blue and a secondary orange for mine because they are on the opposite sides of the color wheel. They're not next to each other. They're not a couple colors down. They are opposites. Okay, so yellow and, or sorry, not yellow, orange and blue. So the first thing we're going to use is actually a pen. Make sure you grab your pen. You can use a pencil too. That's fine for this project. But the thing is when I'm coloring things, after drawing a line with a pen, it doesn't smudge the pen as much as it would the pencil. So I can kind of show you that actually. So if I draw a shape, and you guys might need me to zoom in a little bit on this. And this is pencil. Okay, let's say I have a crayon that I'm using. If that's what you guys are using at home, that's awesome. Okay, I'm going to be using colored pencils for this project, but you can use anything. You can see that this pencil is kind of mixing with sorry, there was an announcement. So you can kind of see that this crayon is smudging part of that pencil. But if you do it with a pen, it doesn't do that. Okay? It doesn't mix with the crayon at all. So I would suggest using a pen, but you can use a pencil. Just be careful about that smudging thing. Okay. So I'm going to take my pen, and actually what I'm going to do is start drawing an organic line. and I should probably teach you guys what that is. So a geometric line is lines that have squares and straight lines. So like this would be geometric type lines, right? And if you want to do geometric type lines with this project, it still works, so you're welcome to do that. But it looks a little bit more free if you do it with organic lines, which are curvy and they don't have angles and straight lines. So this is an organic line right here. Okay. All right. So what you're going to do with your pen or pencil is, well, choose which line you want to do. Do you want to do geometric? Do you want to do organic? I'm going to do organic. And I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to draw organic lines, like one continuous organic line around my entire paper. And I'm going to go slow just because I don't want it to look like a scribble. I just want it to look like a free-flowing type line. So this looks pretty good. Okay. So now what I've created with these lines overlapping are shapes. So I'm going to choose my complementary colors. Oh, you know what? My colored pencils aren't sharpened, and I don't have a sharpener with me right now. So I'm actually going to use my markers. So I've got orange and blue here. Remember, you're going to choose complementary colors, red and green, blue and purple, or sorry, yellow and purple, blue and orange. So I've got blue and orange, and I'm going to choose a place that I want to start. Okay, ooh, that's the wrong side. So maybe this shape right here, I'm going to color this entire shape orange. I'm going to color the whole thing. I don't want to leave any white spaces. Okay, and then in the next one, it has to be its complementary color. So I can't color the other one orange. I am going to color the other one blue because that's the complement of orange. Maybe I'll outline first. And so these shapes that you color in are going to be alternating colors. Alternating means you're switching between two or more than two. Sometimes you can alternate between more than two, but most of the time when you alternate, it's between like just a few. At least in art it is. Okay, so I'm going to alternate. The next one cannot be blue. It's going to be its complement, so it'll go back to orange. I feel like this would look better if it were colored pencil, but I don't want to waste your time and go look for sharp ones. And I had some markers just here. Okay, so then I'd alternate to blue here, or you know what I could do is I could color this orange too, because it's right next to a blue one. Okay. I'm not going to complete this. I want you guys to do that on your own, but I want you to keep in mind you're going to alternate between those two complementary colors, and you're not going to let two of the same color touch or be right next to each other. You're only going to let the corners touch. You see that? So it's going to kind of look like a really sort of abstract sort of checkered floor almost. Okay, so have fun with this, enjoy. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Please have your parents help you and send it to me so I can put it on my online gallery. All right, thanks so much, have fun.